Good afternoon from wild and wonderful Greenbrier County, West Virginia. I'm going to do an astrological Horary chart and a backup tarot card. And William Lilly was the founder of Horary Astrology, or at least considered the father. I don't really know where it got founded, but it did. But traditional astrology, Horary astrology, is casting a chart, or you ask a question and then cast a chart based on the timing of the question, and then you answer the question according to what's in the chart. And what I'm going to ask about has to do with a situation that occurred yesterday when this blue book appeared on my doorstep. I actually own the red book, which is the first edition. I've been around for a long time in the 12-step community, and my intuition tells me that this gentleman that I've been transporting to and from meetings has said fire truck it and gave up. And I'm going to try to turn that around. He doesn't realize he's got a witch in his pocket who's going to maybe try to use some magic for a more positive influence. And I looked at the Horary astrology chart, and I'm looking at the first house. We've got the moon. This is the energy behind the question. The moon can be alcoholism, and with Scorpio, we've got some very intense emotions going on, very intense energies. And so we're going to look at the neighbor, and I'm going to look at the third house, which represents neighbors, and what is the ruling planet. We've got Capricorn, and so Saturn is the ruling planet, and this is the fifth house. The fifth house is the house of pleasures. It could be the party animal house. And we've got Saturn in retrograde, which tells me that there's a good possibility that, yeah, he did relapse. And I like to look at Chiron. It's not recognized in traditional astrology, but I find it useful. Chiron has to do with locating areas where you've been wounded or hurt. And I believe he's frustrated because of the health issues and the West Virginia's hurry up and wait system. But if I look at what the health issues are, or the ruling planet for health, we got Mars, which is sitting in the 10th house in Leo. And Mars loves Leo, so there's hope. And Venus is kind of a lucky planet, so I'm looking at saying that he's going to probably turn around in a better direction, and it will actually help him professionally too. And I'm going to also look at the backup tarot card where he's at. Okay, he's in a lot of pain, and this has put him in a suspended place where he can't move forward. And I remember being there, and somebody suggested, I don't know, something called psychotropics or whatever, and even quoted, people go through pain, but it's no excuse for depression. And I'm saying El Toro doo-doo. And he's probably self-medicating. And we have an authority figure, probably the doctor, telling him that he needs to not drink in order to be eligible for the surgery. And Here we've got him in his cups. And also with the marijuana maintenance program. And on the pity pot. But if you look in the back of the Five of Pentacles, you see a bunch of houses for lights, which tells me that there's help available, but he needs to get off that pity pot in order to move forward. And here he is making a decision. We've got the magician or the witch who is going to maybe give him some fortification to find sobriety and healing and turn his world into a place where wholeness can be achieved. Thank you for listening. Have a marvelous evening.